The road stretched ahead, deserted under the faint moonlight.
The only source of illumination was his car's headlights, barely cutting through the thick fog. It felt like the darkness behind him was watching, waiting. His car came to a stop beside an old battered road sign. The name was almost unreadable, worn away by time and deep claw-like scratches. Something or someone had tried to erase it. The town ahead looked like a mirage. Buildings crumbling, windows shattered, abandoned cars left as if their owners had fled in terror. The only sound was the wind howling through dead leaves. He stopped at an ancient gas station, its rusted pump standing like a relic from a forgotten time.
The flickering neon sign hummed weakly.
Inside, everything was dark, except for a shifting shadow. An old man sat outside the gas station on a wooden chair, his face lined with age and sorrow. His empty eyes seemed to hold secrets. Slowly, he raised a shaking hand, pointing toward the darkness. The house loomed at the end of the road, its wooden walls warped with age. The windows were dark and lifeless, except for one on the second floor, where something moved. Each step on the old staircase creaked under his weight. The wood was damp, rotting. A whisper came from the darkness above. His name, spoken by something that shouldn't know it. The old portrait on the wall depicted a woman with hollow eyes, her gaze locked onto his. As he turned away, the eyes in the painting subtly followed him. He wiped the dust from the mirror, but the reflection staring back at him wasn't his own. It was something else, smiling. A shadow slithered across the floor, stretching unnaturally along the walls. It moved without a source, shifting toward him like a living thing. The walls seemed to exhale, the old wallpaper peeling as hushed voices murmured from within.
The house was breathing.
At the end of the hallway, a door stood locked. He pressed his ear against it. Something on the other side was breathing, waiting.
A soft scratching came from under the bed.
When he peered underneath, a pale clawed hand shot out toward his face. The ceiling above him groaned. Something was walking, slow, deliberate steps. But he was alone in the house. In the darkness, a figure stood at the foot of the stairs. It didn't move, didn't blink. It only smiled. The only light in the room flickered. In that brief moment of darkness, something moved closer. A voice whispered his name, right next to his ear. But no one was there. The figure's mouth opened, too wide for a human, stretching into an abyss. He ran. The house collapsed behind him, but the whisper followed, promising he would return. In his rearview mirror, the house was gone, but something sat in the back seat, smiling.